the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Now, Yankopon ayadom abatoɔ no nyinaa akɔ na wieye 7 December Ghana for APA ekwokyere wadwen. For the presidential, already declaration has been made by the returning officer, the electoral commission. Problem kakra aba with respect to the results has to do with the parliamentary seats. In fact, majority of the parliamentary seats aba be a bone of contention. Now, the new patriotic party, especially at the parliamentary seat do no akwa dan EC say results free ho buy in fact entiase kakra enye dwuma. Now adie kra emma omo nsam no omutu munchine yie eye the aftermath of the December 7th elections. Nyoma na ACC in these constituency bi o ha obehu ani yakotwa jade ato electoral commission officer ya pack ballot box ne ballot papers ni nyoma ho nyina na atwa jade ato ni ahye no ebi oho no mo abehunu na tax abodi awura mu na omo askata ballot papers ne ballot sheets no across baby on ma bekọ ne ye titim na edi enti ne ato obawie ni akenkan wiaye declaration wie na wo fa kire se wo kotwa de jade ato EC office edi enti ene ma e raise so much suspicion tia some seats the new patriotic party said there be the evidence available to all political parties and the issue the recount. According to the Ghana Police Service, said they pepe yo ebeye dwuma na ntiase ebeye dwuma nti no yenye no original coalition centers and yenye no constituency coalition centers yemfa sa polling station and sa constituency no nyoma nyina emfamra police headquarters and police training school ya ewo Tesano eho de ye adequate security na yensan kenkan bi no obi antom ho ase e na kyese ntiase ye dwuma e de pia na nyina de kokko enra eastern region kwa no na 4 ena no omo ye ho adwuma nsa wo madu agiri suhum fanti akwanof ena kwatia. Now interestingly all these 4 seats na the NDC e de aka omo seat a omo awene in the parliamentary elections ya ekoso ye di ka kenkan kwatia na NDC da form team na seat na be DMPP nsem ene move di ko fanti akwanof eno so na NDC da form team na move di aba MPP nsem na afi omo di aba suhum so kenkan wie NDC da form team eno so be DMPP nsem ensa wo madu agiri omo hyase so omo kenkan ye ka be 80 polling stations na ye wura no dom preche se olidi kakra no NMPP se da bi NDC force da bi ade asan ya bre nti no ye ntumi nto aso bio se omo raise a whole lot of concerns ebi ho no ma ne nto so mu enna parties ni nyina akọ bankrum se okay sa na mo ka dia ya jatum yenko ne bo anopa nunsia ye na anopa nunsia ya ba beto akenkan so ena anopa nunsia mo ba no mo to akenkan no a ohwa de NDC we de yekọ no a enso won do agiri nso omo lu so ba ne sa hair fire should break loose ye ntiase na ade a na seriously ho ne say omo IT panyini ya ye frɛ no tanko computer omo so omo wo Tesano baby omo quality recount no ano ba say isi afre impromptu IPAC meeting into omo nya kenkan and Justin Frimpong kodua ya we general secretary of the MPP say bema isi afre impromptu IPAC meeting enti yente kra no provide evidence a say isi afre impromptu IPAC meeting enti nya de kika se ne na tanko computer betumi provide evidence a say isi afre IPAC meeting enti nya kenkan mintumi nkyere eho anu ase twa ne ho asa babio say afa de NDC akokot akwaje injunction e de ato recounting process a ekoso ewo Tesano police training school just say ene mekoso ho no de esre na enika no bi busa say aden edien na esie ntie na de NDC ampanyampa akwaje injunction de free court say omompene ema recounting process nkoso enti straight away yanwani yenuanom ya ye report yi die from nche yenuanom City FM ya omo reporters ewo on the grounds na ye hwenyoma kasa ekoso ewo the Tesano training school collation rumor recounting ya de ekoso na wo de wan kasa tie nsem ni bi pese wa wo tie nsem ni bi some of the issues are NDC raise ewo ho eno mo nsem mo kan wo tun se NCC so ase bibi atom so yenko ni nkuti
ensuring law and order at the collation center, and they are putting up their best foot forward and ensuring that nothing untoward happens. At this moment, the 2 men are still waiting to go through the necessary checks with the with the police before they proceed to do the service on the parties. Now, to do a quick recap, this collation of the Nsawam Edwejiri constituency started yesterday together with 3 other constituencies, the Suhum constituency, Fantiakwa North, and Akwetia, and the Suhum, Fantiakwa North, and that of Akwetia were collated and declared. It was left with only the Nsawam Edwejiri constituency, and that the parties saw 82 pink sheets to have errors on the face of those pink sheets. So they decided to commence the recollation by resolving the necessary errors today, which is at 6 a.m. The Electoral Commission officer got here, and the parties, the NDC, NPP, who are the major stakeholders, also joined the Electoral Commission to begin the process of recollation of the results. They started initially, they managed to do some 15 early in the morning, only for the process to halt over a bit of chaos that broke out. But we were here when Rashid Tanko Computer came with an information that the EC has called for an emergency IPAC meeting, and so the process should halt for all the parties to go for that emergency meeting, only for him to be subjected to prove that he should, provide evidence suggesting that an IPAC meeting has indeed been called by the Electoral Commission. Justin Kodia, the General Secretary of the NPP, subjected him to that proof, which he couldn't provide. But within a very short period, he came up with another, letter on his phone indicating that they've secured a court injunction basically on the Nsawam Edwejiri constituency collation, and so no one from the Electoral Commission as well as the NPP should continue with the collation that is happening. So generally, we see dozens of police personnel present, and they are here in their numbers with crash barriers, basically waiting to ensure that they enforce law and order. There was a point in time where some NDC and NPP men, threw blows at each other, but the police were quick enough to, quickly take out the NPP person out of the collation center, and that brought a bit of calm to the center. Earlier, we saw the majority leader, Honorable Afenyo Markin, present at the collation center. We are not on praise here. Obiamwa is present. We see the EC Deputy Director for the Eastern Region still present on the ground, and he's been here since yesterday, and he's been trying to engage with. So still, those are live visuals. Those are live visuals from the collation center here at the Tesano Police Training School, and it is expected that a number of other constituencies would come here for the necessary collation or recollation to be done, because according to information, the EC says those constituencies had unresolved issues, and so they wanted them to come and be under security guidance to proceed to do the recollation. The men are still there with the police. They are waiting for the necessary clearance before they can serve the parties. Now, at this moment, the Electoral Commission has stopped the collation. Nothing is happening at this moment, and generally we see that the place is calm. Gentlemen, you are one of the party agents for the NDC, I guess.
Yes, NDC.
What's your full name?
My name is Ephraim Ni Tan, national NDC.
Good. What is your business at the desk?
I'm currently an agent over here, a collation agent.
Tell us how the collation has been so far and why has everything come to a standstill?
Okay, yeah, we started the process, and then along the line, we realized that the statement of code, what people call pink sheets, that the EC was giving, we realized that one of them was tampered with. It means they changed some information on the pink sheet. So we protested, but our officer said, look, we can proceed with other ones, leaving this particular one, the one that has problem. So we left that one and we proceeded with the issue, with the rest. Then later on, we heard that there is a court injunction that has been served at EC, the head office. But the police officer over here, a woman over here, said...
You mean the CID director?
She said, so long as the injunction has not been served on the officers over here, but rather the head office, she cannot work with it. So she will not accept that. They even gave her a copy of it. She said, no, so long as there is no hard copy here, she will not accept it. Now the bailiff is here to serve the EC, the returning officer here. Here too, she's preventing the bailiff from serving them over here too. And I'm surprised from day one, this particular CID.
Let's not veer into that. I want us to focus on the substance of the issue. Now, there were 82 pink sheets that were left for you to proceed with this morning. You started with the 82, then suddenly these whole issues are coming up. What's the way forward on the 82?
Well, and that decision will be taken by the courts. Since there is an injunction, we'll wait until...
What errors did you detect on the face of those pink sheets? That's what I mean.
Some of those, as I said, some of the pink sheets that they brought have been tampered with. They changed some information on the pink sheets. So those changes, we protested against those changes. That is why a court injunction has been served on them. After protesting, they still went ahead to continue with. They still went ahead with.
There was this particular pink sheet that you allege that the EC had different figures, while the NDC and NPP they have consistent figures. In this case, why don't you move with what the parties have and leaving that of the EC if you are contesting that?
The parties, if it is the parties that determine who wins, we would have done that determination on our own. I would have come out and say and announce the results. It is the duty of EC to determine who to help us in doing the collation. And the information that they have, the pink sheet that they are bringing, have been tampered with. They've changed some of the information on the pink sheet. So how do we even trust you? How do we even trust the rest? Because some of our pink sheets...
Did you do your own internal collation?
Yes, we did.
And what was it pointing to?
Pointing to a win.
Of what margin?
Well, I cannot tell you the exact margin, but we know very well that we have won.
By what percentage?
That is what I'm saying, telling you that I cannot ask, because I don't have the information right here with me. I cannot tell you that this is the margin.
But you have a fair idea in terms of total number of votes you people won. By what total number? I mean, in your estimation.
You are just repeating. I don't have to give any estimation which will turn out to be untrue. That is why I'm telling you that it points out that we are winning. Good.
I want to thank you very much for speaking to us. So generally, Nana, when I got here some few minutes after 6, I was told that they've been able to collate about 15 out of the 82 pink sheets that were left yesterday. And so they were hoping to continue with that process. There were concerns about the fact that the EC's original pink sheet had different figure from what the NDC and NPP had from a particular polling center. And so that was contested and the pink sheet was flagged. Going forward, they agreed to now proceed with the rest of the pink sheets when Rashid Tanko Computer came in with the message indicating that the EC had invited all parties for an emergency IPAC meeting. But generally, he was asked to prove that because the General Secretary of the NPP is present, and he asked him, where is the invitation to that effect. He couldn't prove it. But within a space of 5 minutes, there was another information that the process has been injuncted in the court, and so they cannot progress with the coalition. So as we speak, it's been the issue regarding the coalition and the injunction for that matter that we've been dealing with for the past 30 minutes. And that the NDC says they will not agree for the process to continue. The Honorable Anodompe was present throughout the morning. He was waiting patiently for the coalition to be done and declaration done. But it turned out that when the information came that he's been injuncted by the court, he had no option than to also pause. He sat here for some few minutes, and we saw that 2 police officers aided him out of the coalition center, and that really the NDC was not happy about, and they expressed their dissatisfaction with the fact that the police is aiding them in whatever they are doing, and so they allege that the police is compromised in that regard. The police director of CID debunked that, indicating that she's never done that and that she's basically here to enforce law and order. The mere fact that the place is so noisy and turned out to be a bit chaotic, she doesn't feel that it is okay for the MP to be present, looking at the circumstances surrounding or the atmosphere in which he finds himself. And so the MP for the Nsawam Midwidri, and who is also the parliamentary candidate for that same constituency, was escorted out of the coalition center. And that is where we are currently, as at some few minutes past 11.
It'll be interesting to find out what the EC's position is regarding this matter. I'm asking because if there hasn't been a service, in the absence of the service, then collation must continue. And so it will be interesting to find out what the EC's position is on the matter. But while we are waiting to hear from the EC, general conduct of the party executives, agents, and officials present, what has it been like so far?
Maybe I should start with what the EC's position would be. National Democratic Congress, the EC has been served at the headquarters. It behoves on the EC to now call their men on the ground to stop whatever they are doing, because so far as they are served at the top, it must trickle down to their worksmen on the ground. And so as we speak, all the EC officers, even though they've not received any formal letter or communication, I do not know whether the Deputy Regional Director for the Eastern Region has received any phone call to that effect though, but I can say that the EC has stopped the coalition, and they are waiting patiently for the next line of action. Now, to the second question that has to do with the general conduct in the place, because the NDC is the one serving the court injunction on the parties, they are basically asking that they will be here until the process comes to a total stop. So generally, they say they are not going to move an inch from this hall because they know that they've served the EC and their worksmen and this injunction. It is left with only the Honorable Frank Anodompe, who is supposed to be served before he was whisked away by the 2 policemen, generally because according to NDC's allegation, the police were trying to aid him out of the place to avoid service from the court.
Right now, regarding the 2 gentlemen who had come to the center to serve the process on the Honorable Anodompe, these gentlemen, are they still with you there?
They've left the moment they saw the Honorable Anodompe escorted out of the coalition center. In effect, they have no business at the coalition center. They only found out where the honorable member was so they could move in to serve him, and so they got information probably through the NDC's direction that the honorable member is at the coalition center. So the bailiffs came to the coalition center, with the intention to serve them. What we saw is that the police prevented the bailiffs from moving further to where the honorable member was. And for within the space of 5 minutes, all we saw was that the two police officers aided the honorable member out of the collation center. And then the bailiffs, they have no business doing here, so they also walked out. Whether they managed to serve the honorable member outside the collation center, that we've not really received yet. But the majority leader, Afenyo Makin, he is demanding for the soft copy at least to peruse what the injunction is all about. Maybe he may want to advise his colleague, the Honorable Anodonpre, to probably allow the court to, take its full course with regards to the service that was filed by the NDC.
All right, Fred, thank you so much. Just stay put. We'll be coming back to you pretty shortly. We want to take viewers to the national headquarters of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, because the party's national chairman, Johnson Asiedu Nketia, is about to address the press regarding the recollation of disputed parliamentary results in the just ended 2024 general elections. Now, we know that there's been disputes over parliamentary results in constituencies such as Ablekuma North, Okaikwe Central, Tema Central. Throughout yesterday and today, we've seen the recollation of results for Suhum, Akwetia, Fantiakwa, and of course what we've just been reporting on the confusion surrounding that of the Nsem-Pii recollation. Nsem-Pii had 203 polling stations. As at last night, when we were going to bed, 121 pink sheets from the polling stations had been recollated, with 82 that had been flagged. And it is this 82 that is the bone of contention as it is now. Let's take you to the national headquarters of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, and let's hear what the party has to say regarding the ongoing recollation of parliamentary results.
We are live on Ahonto FM. We are live on TV XYZ. We are live on Radio Gold. We are live on Power FM. We are live on TV3, live on GH1, Metro TV, Wazo TV, Plus FM, Atinka FM, Joy News, City TV, Channel 1, and Pan-African TV. If we acknowledge any other TV station broadcasting live, we will acknowledge before the presser ends. Without much ado, we invite the national chairman to give the address to the nation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy National Communications Officer.